Hey guys, what's up? This is Kiki again, making another badass video for you about how to upgrade your armor and weapons to blue and to yellow, the ultimate version. There's been a lot of people asking lately, and I'm kind of glad because that means that people are actually interested in getting their gear upgraded, their armor and their weapons upgraded. Now, first thing I will say before we go any further is when you're wanting to upgrade your gear or your weapon, get it to plus 15 first. Don't try to upgrade anything to blue or ultimate without getting it to plus 15 first, because the thing is if you succeed at upgrading it to blue or to ultimate and it's not plus 15, when you try and start go to repair your equipment, because you need to recover max durability, if you're going to lose a lot of money, because if you get a weapon to ultimate and it's only plus 10 and you want to repair it because you keep having to try and enhance it to get to plus 15, every time you go to repair max durability, you're not going to have another ultimate or blue to repair it with. You're going to be using a green item, and at which point you're going to have to be putting a green item plus a bunch of silver, because if you see, and I'll show you at the armor vendor, when you want to repair max durability on something, you're going to see same equipment and same equipment plus silver coins. This basically means you're going to have to spend probably around 200k per repair versus just, just the equipment. So just make sure your gear is plus 15 before you start trying to upgrade it to blue or to ultimate, especially to ultimate, because that's just going to cost you so much money to try and repair. Alright, so getting into it, we'll start with the reform stones. To upgrade your weapon or gear, you're going to need a weapon or armor reform stone, plus a little bit, like some blackstone powder, and that's going to get, and plus the equipment you're trying to upgrade, and that's what's going to get you to your upgraded weapon or armor. Now, to get these reform stones, you can sometimes find them on the marketplace, but the easiest and best way to do it is just to get a refinery, and I recommend getting the level 3 refinery, like the ones in Alta Nova, because it will get you the level 3 reform stones, whereas the other ones that you'll find in some towns are only level 2 refineries, and they're only going to get you the grade 2 weapon and armor reform stones, which will get you to blue level, but you won't be able to get the ones to get you to ultimate level. So to start off, I would say come to Alta Nova. I would, you can use this drop down up here in the top right hand corner. You can scroll down until you see refinery. Boom, I click refinery, and now it's going to show me every house in Alta Nova that has a refinery in it. Okay, so I already have a refinery. I have here at 7-1. So once you find the one you want to buy, you click it, and you're going to, like, let's see here, say you want this refinery. I want this refinery. I'm going to check purchase conditions. It's basically telling me I have to have all these houses to get this. It's going to cost me 7 contribution points. Okay, and then you can click purchase all. I obviously don't have enough contribution, which isn't a big deal. I already have my refinery. So you go to get your refinery, purchase all. Just use the purchase all feature. It's so much easier, and that'll let you purchase everything up to the refinery and then including the refinery. Now, that's step 1. Once you have the refinery purchased, you're going to have to upgrade it. You're going to have to level it up, because it's going to start off at level 1 right here, and you're going to need to get it to level 3 if you want to get the ultimate reform stones. Now, when you upgrade it the first time to level 2, you'll unlock obviously everything for level 2, and obviously up to level 3, you unlock everything for level 3. Okay, from here, that's going to take you about maybe 4 hours total. The first upgrade to level 2 is probably going to take about an hour, or probably about 35 minutes, and the upgrade to level 3 maybe like an hour or so. I'm not really sure. I think it's like an hour and a half to get to level 3. So once your refinery is at level 3, you could go ahead and start making your reform stones. If you want to start off with the blue reform stones, you can start off with the at level 2. Now you're gonna need to have a worker in your town, And every major town, to include Altanova, is you're allowed to have one worker for free, one worker without having lodging. So go to the worker guy over here, a vet. You can do it from the NPC guide. Go to your NPC guide, go to the worker, and it's gonna tell you where to go. Alright, and you're gonna go up to him and you're gonna purchase a worker. Now if you're trying to use this worker for upgrading your armor and weapons, you want to get a human worker, preferably a skilled human worker. Alright. Now when you go to the worker vendor, it's going to cost you 5 energy to look at a worker. Now you don't have to just take the first one you see. You're able to look at another worker for 5 more energy, and you can just keep looking and looking and looking until you see a worker that you want. So you can keep going until you see a good skilled human worker, or maybe even a professional human worker if you get lucky enough to find one. Alright? So, from there, we get down to the materials you're going to need. You're going to need materials, obviously, to make these reform stones. For the blue reform stones, all you need to do is you just hover over it and see what materials you need. Like for this one, you're going to need a bronze ingot, 3 bronze ingots, 2 green crystals, 2 spirits leaves, 2 legendary beast bloods, and 20 blackstone powder. Go get the materials from the market. Go farm them yourself, whatever you need to do. The best thing to do, especially if you don't feel like going and farming stuff yourself, is to check on the market. A lot of the stuff you can just buy outright on the market, no problem. Some of the stuff, though, is very scarce on the market, and you need to set up notices for it, so as soon as it goes up, you can set like a 15-minute timer, and then, you know, keep refreshing on the market until it comes up. Like for me, these rough black crystals are used for weapon reform level 3s, so I have a notice for this, so all I have to do is go to the market, type in black, because I'm racist, and I go to the rough blackstone crystal. Obviously there's none on here, but if I set up a timer system where I see it go up on notice, I set a 15-minute timer for myself. I know in 15 minutes I need to be here at the market hitting the refresh button rapidly until it pops up, and then I could try and buy it real quick. Now, so that's pretty much that part. So you need to get the materials, right? Once you have all the materials that you need for the reform stone you're trying to make, you need to put the materials in your storage, right? So put all the materials in your storage, and once you've done that, you can now make your reform stones. Now you don't need to go to the house to make the reform stones. You can do everything from the map. The only thing that you actually have to physically do in person is you need to go buy the worker, obviously, and you need to physically put the materials in your inventory. Everything else can be done from the map. So you put the materials in your storage, including the piece of gear or weapon or whatever it is you're wanting to upgrade. You go to click on your house. You go scroll down. You go to manage crafting. So I've got my refinery selected. I go to manage crafting, and I'm going to scroll down to whatever it is I'm trying to make. And as long as I have the materials in my storage, I can make it. So from here, you select what you want to make, and then you find your worker, whoever it is that you want to make that piece of that item, and then you click create. It'll be down here as a selection, and then it's going to take you, for these reform stones, it's probably going to take you a couple hours to make them. Like you see, this one says 2 hours and 52 minutes. That's a pretty long time. It's like 3 hours. So you're going to be sitting there waiting for a while. So you can just go do whatever stuff you want to do. Now, that's how you go through the reform stones. That's everything you need to know about making reform stones. Get the refinery, get the materials you need, put them in the storage, and go ahead and craft. As long once you have a worker. Recommended human workers. Human workers. All right. From there, you're going to need for armor. Armor is a different story. Depending on what armor you're trying to make, every city usually has a specialization in armor reforges. So If you're trying, for instance, if you're trying to do a Jiren, I believe the workstation is in Hytale. If you're trying to do Grunel, the workstations are here in Altanova. So I'm personally doing Grunel, so I set up a Grunel forge here. Now if I was smart, I would just switch this storage over to a Grunel defense forge, because it's already in line with my refinery. But I'm an idiot, and I haven't done that yet, at least. So I have a Grunel defense forge over here. Same thing here. It's pretty simple. You're going to level it up to level 3, just like you did with your refinery. And you're going to need to get all the materials, put them in your storage, and you're going to find the one that you want to make. So, for Grunel Defense Forge here, say I want to get my stuff to Ultimate, right? Here's the headpiece, and it's gonna have all the options for you. So say you upgraded your helmet to blue, but now you want to upgrade to yellow. It has the option for each one. So here's the Grunel Helmet of Agility, Grunel Helmet of Intimidation, the regular Grunel Helmet. That's armor, but you just need to find the one that you're trying to make and make that one, right? Find the one that you have, and then upgrade to the one that there's no other upgrades for Ultimate. But if you're trying to make a blue piece of armor, it's like the same exact thing. You're gonna have a green piece, a Grunel helmet, plus your armor forge stone. And whenever you go to upgrade to blue, though, it's actually, as long as you have a level 2 reform stone, it's gonna let you pick which one you want. So it's kind of nice. It's pretty cool. But yeah, if you're wondering about which piece to make, I would say ask somebody of your class which ones you should be going for, because I can't really tell you exactly what you should be getting. It's all based off of your personal preference and what you think that you need defense for. Because when you're going to blue, it doesn't increase your DP at all. The only thing that you get when you go to blue is you get an increased resistances against whichever one you choose. So if you chose the the enhanced Grunel Armor Helmet of Agility, you get ranged damage reduction +2, right? Whereas if you're using the Intimidation one, you're getting magic damage reduction +2. So it's really about which damage reduction you want. When you go to Ultimate, though, I believe the Ultimate ones, give you plus damage reduction to everything. It's just a base damage reduction, so it's like +2 damage reduction, and the Ultimates also get an increased DP. I believe it's with the full Ultimate set of armor is about +20 to 24 DP, so that's a big deal. Plus you're going to get plus 2, 4, 6, 8. You're going to get +8 damage reduction against everything. So that's like basically like adding another 8 DP, so to speak. So yeah, going to Ultimate's definitely worth it. But I would say I recommend starting off going to blue first, because blue is instant. Not instant, but it's 100% guarantee. There's no fail. The Ultimate, there's fails. You will fail a lot, more than likely, based on how lucky you are in trying to upgrade. So just go to blue first, and then go to yellow. But above all, always make sure you're +15. Alright, so enough about armor. Let's talk about weapon. The Uria weapon forges, right? Everybody wants to get an Ultimate Uria unless you're going the route with a Laverto. So the Uria forges for all weapons are located in Keplen. To find which one you need, you can click on the houses individually and find out which one you need. Like this one is, let's see, like this one. This one has a Uria long sword forge, axe, and short sword forge. So depending on which one you need, which weapon you're using, find the house you need, check the purchase conditions, excuse me, and then buy all of the houses that go with it. For me, I'm a Sorc, so I use the Uria Amulet Forge. So, same thing as before with the armor. You get the forge, you need to upgrade it to level 3. Once you get upgraded to level 3, you can start going to yellow. Now, I recommend just like with the armor, you start with blue. So go make yourself a level 2 weapon reform stone, and depending on what attribute you want, whether it be plus attack speed, casting speed, or something like that, make sure that you pick the right one. Like for Sork, I use the Uria Amulet of Temptation because it gives me +1 casting speed. Alright, so that's pretty much it. The weapon forge is the exact same as the armor forge. There's literally like no difference. It's the exact same thing, but for this one, same thing. You're going to need to put the materials in storage in accordance with the town. So if you're using Keplen and you have a worker in Keplen, so you'll need to hire a worker in Keplen. Put your items in storage here in Keplen, up in here, and then have it built there. Me personally, I have Calpheon connected to Keplen. I really don't know why I do, but I just do. Because I could just move everything here. I don't know, maybe I'll do that at some point, but I personally just use my Keplen workers, or my Calpheon workers, and I just put everything in here in Calpheon, and then have them make it from here. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I think I covered everything. You got your refinery, you got your armor reforge, you got your weapon reforge. That's how you're gonna get your weapons and armor to blue and to yellow. If you're having trouble getting certain materials, you can either ask or look online, or look in the in-game guide under crafting notes and go to gathering and see where the stuff is located from gathering. Stuff like the rough blackstone crystal, the rough black crystals, this node here, at the abandoned mine, you can get rough black crystals in it, as a secondary item that your workers will gather from the iron mine. You can get platinum from the zinc mine. Yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I think I covered everything. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I hope this guide helped you. Maybe I'll make another one a little bit more edited and maybe a little shorter, because I'm pretty sure this has gone on pretty long. But yeah, if you liked it, you're welcome. Look forward to playing with you guys. Look forward to helping out anybody else that needs help. So yeah, see you later.